Assalamu alaikum students. Today we shall learn a new chapter, that is comprehension passages. I consider this is one of the most interesting and one of the easiest chapters from your book. In rest other questions from the grammar section, you may not find any answer. Only questions will be given in your exam. But in comprehension passages, answers will be given. But you are to find out the answer. One paragraph will be given. In this paragraph, you are to find out the answers of the given questions. Okay. So how to solve the problems of comprehension passages? Very easy. One passage will be given, one paragraph will be given. You are to read this paragraph thoroughly. You are to go through this paragraph thoroughly. English paragraph definitely, as it is the chapter of English grammar. English paragraph will be given. You are to go through this paragraph, and from this paragraph some questions will also be asked. You are to answer these questions from the given paragraph. That means your understanding level should be high. Actually, giving this type of passages, the grammarian people, the grammarians want to develop your reading skill. And as you know, this is the era of mobile. Most of the students are very less connected with books. So if you go through the concept of comprehension passage, ultimately you will be compelled to read anything. We read our notes, given notes, etc., etc. This is true. But how far we go through our textbooks even. So from this, at least you will be compelled to read any paragraph or passage. Okay. So how to bring out the answers from the given passage? First of all, whatever paragraph will be given, you are to read it completely. Somewhere, whenever you will go through, at that time, somewhere you may get some tough words. You may get, it is true. But it does not mean that you will not understand the whole passage. The whole passage you may not, it does not mean that you will not understand the whole passage. That means one word will not create any obstacle. Yeah, you will face some problems understanding. If you don't understand, then go through fully. If you read the full line with full concentration, easily you will understand. The concept at least you will get. At least the concept you will get. And from the concept you are to answer. The first duty is to read the passage carefully. Okay. Then, if you don't understand, then read it once more. Okay. Thirdly, your answer should not be so long. It should be in brief. And if possible, try to use your own language. If it is not possible, then no need to use. Whatever is given, directly copy paste. Do the copy paste. Okay. Try to use your own language. If you use your own language, the examiner will be impressed and he will give you more marks. Okay, so these things you are to keep in your mind. Read the paragraph, 2 or 3 paragraphs, that means collection of 2 or 3 paragraphs is passage. That means all the paragraphs, whatever will be given, you will read. You must read this. If you don't understand, read it once more, twice, thrice you read. Okay, and then you go for answering the questions. Okay, so today from your book I shall read one passage and how to answer it I shall show. Page number 175, B. Read the passage given below. Passage B. The Himalayas are picturesque mountains located in the northern India. They cover 2000 miles from Kashmir to Assam. Some of the world's highest peaks are in the Himalayas. The highest peak is the Mount Everest. Many peaks of the Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. Therefore, the name Himalayas, which means abode of snow. There are many beautiful lakes and forests in the Himalayas. Many passes connect India to Nepal, China and Pakistan. Many rivers like the Ganges, the Yamuna, the Brahmaputra, the Indus, the Sutlej, the bees flow from these mountains. The climate and scenery of these mountains is enchanting. People from all over the world come to enjoy and relax amidst the beauty of the hill stations here. That means the main concept, the essence of this passage is the description of Himalayas, of the Himalayas. That means it covers, the Himalayas cover 2000 miles from Kashmir to Assam, and some of the world's highest peaks are located in Himalayas. These highest peaks are, one of these highest peaks is the Mount Everest, and some other peaks are also there. Mount Everest is the highest peak, mountain peak in the world. And Himalayas, the meaning of Himalayas, meaning of the name Himalayas is abode of snow. And some beautiful lakes are also located in the Himalayas, and many passes connect India to Nepal, China and Pakistan. Many rivers like the Ganges, the Yamuna, the Brahmaputra come from Himalaya, flow from this Himalaya. The climate and scenery of these mountains is enchanting, and people from all over the world come to enjoy and relax amidst the beauty of this hill station. Very enchanting, that means very attractive. The climate and scenery of these mountains is very attractive. Okay, the first question now. Let's come to the questions. The name Himalayas means the abode of snow. Abode of snow, give reason. Why this name Himalayas? That means abode of snow has been given to it. Okay. Because it is given in the first paragraph. The answer is given in the first paragraph. First paragraph, third line. Many peaks of the Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. Therefore, the name Himalayas, okay, which means the abode of snow. This you may add. Or in your words you can say, therefore, the Himalayas, the name Himalayas was given. Like this. Why do Himalayas attract people from all over the world? Why do Himalayas attract people from all over the world? It is given in the second paragraph. The climate and scenery of the Himalayas, of these mountains given, you may add, the climate and scenery of the Himalayas is enchanting. Of the Himalayas is enchanting. That is why that is why the Himalayas attract people from all over the world. Okay. Number 2, the highest peak is the Mount Everest. There is MCQ type question, multiple choice type question. The highest peak is the Mount Everest. The Himalayas ranges have passes that connect to neighboring countries of India like Nepal, China, Pakistan. All of the above will be the answer. Many rivers flow through the Himalayas mountain ranges. One of these is Godavari, Krishna, Indus. One of these is some names have been given, and among all these names, 4 names, which name is present in the passage? Indus. Indus will be the answer. Comprehend the meaning of the phrase abode of snow in the passage. Mountain covered with snow, home of snow. Abode means home of snow, icebergs, glaciers. Home of snow will be the answer. The tourists visit hill stations for entertainment, sightseeing, pleasure and relaxation. For which reason they go? All of the above will be the answer. So this is the technique. I have solved one passage. you may go through the rest other passages. Okay. So first of all, once again I am recapitulating this. First of all, you have to read the passage. If you don't understand any word, any single word, don't stop here. Don't be disappointed. Just go through the whole passage, read it completely. If you read the whole passage, you may get an overall concept. After getting this overall concept, you may answer your questions. And questions according to your class, these questions are not so tough. Try to solve all these passages in your copy and read this. If you have any question regarding this chapter, you may ask me. I am here to solve your problems. Okay, you may ask me in the comment box. Inshallah, I shall reply you. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.